talk about the top 5 reasons why you should concealed carry. Now, this list of top 5 is going to be very practical, and it's also going to be biblical. So we're going to start with my number 1 reason, because you can. If you live in a place where you can conceal carry, you should be concealing carrying. We live in a world that oftentimes necessitates that you be able to defend yourself and your family. So the number 1 reason is because you can. Now the number 2 reason is because this world is crazy. Now the world has always been crazy, so I'm not necessarily saying we live in a worse time than long ago or anything like that. All I'm saying is that the world is crazy and terrible things happen all the time. We definitely are more aware of it today because we have the internet and television, and we kind of see what's happening everywhere, and it's crazy. There's a lot of evil in this world. 10 years ago, if you would have asked me if everybody's shown a gun, my answer would have been yes, but I would have included like a shotgun or a hunting rifle. If you said you owned a hunting rifle, I would have said, well, good, you got a gun, you're good. Today, however, I feel like you need to be able to conceal and carry a weapon in the world because it's particularly crazy. I think overall, as a human race, we are really losing track of the value of human life and really losing track of morals and what's good and evil. And I just think you need to be able to defend yourself. I definitely want to be able to defend myself. I think you should too. The number 3 reason is because if you train with your concealed carry weapon, everywhere you go, that place is safer because you are there. Whether it's in your house, at the store, at your church, at your family reunion, wherever you go, that place is safer because you're there. Now, when I went to the NRA convention in Louisville this last year, I'm going to be honest, I bet, well, there was 70,000 people there. My guess is there was about 50,000 concealed carry guns walking through that place. At no point did I fear that I'd be harmed in any way, shape, or form. More so, I felt like I was maybe in the safest place on the planet. I felt like I was in a very, very safe environment. The number 4 reason is because you need to protect yourself and your family. You have an obligation as a leader in that family to protect your family. If at any point in the life of your family, if you come across a threat, you need to be prepared to defend your family. And this is a big deal because I'll just tell you that wherever I go, at no point am I going to think to myself, if somebody pulls out a gun and decides to do something terrible at that place, at no point am I going to think, oh no, I wish I had a gun. And the number 5 reason, which I think is the best of all, is because it's biblical. If you look back to Luke 22:35, and I did a video on this, and I'll put that link here, but this is a very important scripture when it comes to defending yourself with a firearm, because in Luke 22:35 it says, "And he said unto them, When I sent you without purse and scrip and shoes, lacked you anything? And they said, Nothing. And then said he unto them, But now he that hath purse, let him take it, and likewise his scrip. And he that hath no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one." And when he tells them to sell their garment and buy a sword, he is specifically talking about a defensive weapon, because the Greek word used for that word sword is the same word that's used for dagger. Something that if you were a traveler back then, you would obviously be having one of these little weapons on you. So why would we need a sword? Well, according to Matthew 10:16, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves." And that's really what it's all about. It's about recognizing that we are being sent out like sheep among the wolves, and evil is in the world, and evil always preys on the sheep. And I don't know if you've ever thought about who you are in this world, but there's really only 3 kinds of people. There's sheep, there's wolves, there's sheepdogs. There's no way I'm going to be a sheep, and there's no way I'm going to be a wolf. And finally, Psalm 144:1 says, "Blessed be the Lord my strength, which teacheth my hands to war, and my fingers to fight." And that's really what it's all about. God trains our hands for war. Now this requires that you train. He just doesn't prepare us without preparing ourselves. But we are definitely not meant to be sheep among the wolves. Even though we're sent out like that, that's not how we're to behave. If you like this video, click like and subscribe.